Let us not be in a hurry. Everything will come by the grace of the Lord. There is a force, unseen, silent, yet more powerful than anything you can imagine. It does not belong to effort alone. It does not belong to knowledge alone. It does not belong to rituals, beliefs, or empty words. It is called grace. And most people misunderstand it completely. They sit, they wait, they hope. But grace does not descend upon the idle. Swami Vivekananda revealed a truth that cuts through illusion. The Lord is very merciful to him whom he sees struggling heart and soul for realization, but remain idle without any struggle. And you will see that his grace will never come. Grace is not for the passive. It is not for the weak-hearted. It is for the one who burns, the one who refuses to settle, the one who seeks truth like a drowning man seeks air. There is no condition in grace. Imagine this, a saint, a being who has realized the self, not someone who speaks of truth, but someone who is truth. Swami Vivekananda describes this power. Grace means this: he who has realized the Atman becomes a storehouse of great power, making him the center, and with a certain radius a circle is formed, and whoever comes within the circle becomes animated with the ideas of that saint. This is not poetry. This is transmission. You don't need to understand. You don't need to struggle endlessly. Just by coming close, something in you begins to change. Your thoughts shift, your desires weaken, your soul awakens. Thus, without much religious striving, they inherit the results of his wonderful spirituality. This is grace in action. But how do you receive it? Why do some rise while others remain trapped? Vivekananda gives a clear test. The test of his grace is unattachment to lust or wealth. If that has not come in anyone's life, then he has not truly received his grace. No escape, no illusion. Grace is not emotion. It is transformation. If your attachments remain untouched, grace has not yet entered. But do not fall into despair. Do not think grace is rare or distant. Listen carefully. The wind of his grace is always blowing. What you need to do is to unfurl your sail. The wind is already here, right now, in this moment. But your sail is closed. Closed by doubt. Closed by distraction. Closed by attachment. Open it through discipline, through devotion, through inner fire. Because grace is not random. There is a law beyond all laws. And when it touches you, he on whom his grace descends in a moment goes beyond all law. In a moment, lifetimes of karma, burned, years of struggle, dissolved. This is the power of grace. But again, do not misunderstand. Grace does not reward laziness. It flows toward purity. Those who are pure always in body, mind, and speech, who have strong devotion, who discriminate between the real and the unreal, who persevere in meditation and contemplation. Upon them alone the grace of the Lord descends. This is the path: purity, discrimination, persistence, not perfection, but direction. And when grace comes, fear disappears, suffering weakens, even the impossible begins to bend. Disease, fear of an epidemic, etc., will vanish into thin air by his grace. What you thought was unshakable becomes nothing. What you thought was impossible becomes effortless. Through the grace of God, all paths become easy. But never forget, grace is not separate from effort. It completes effort. It crowns effort. It transforms effort into realization. And behind it all is a deeper force. Without the grace of Shakti, nothing is to be accomplished. The divine power, the cosmic energy, the mother behind all creation. Without her, nothing moves. And when grace truly descends, something extraordinary happens, not just to you, but to the world around you. Bear in mind that through His grace, lots of men will be turned out with the nobility of gods, wherever His mercy would drop. Grace is contagious. It spreads, it uplifts, it transforms not just individuals, but entire lives, entire destinies. So do not wait passively, do not beg weakly. Stand up, strive, purify, seek, and at the same time, surrender, because let us not be in a hurry. Everything will come by the grace of the Lord. The wind is already blowing. The question is, will you open your sail